21st in Twin Cities history.
And the air conditioning is on.
Well, the heat was on for a week in August. It evens out. Mary, will you check the previous low in Gordy's weather book for me, please?
Yeah.
The coldest November 21st in Twin Cities history. The previous low.
Minneapolis, November 21st, 1929, 1 degree below zero. Now, wait, St. Paul had a 2 below.
Oh, those people are so competitive over there. Hey, Gordy, what's your latest temperature reading?
20 minutes ago, it was up 2 degrees.
Well, what does that make it now?
101. I've been running a fever all day.
Well, that's one way of keeping warm. And that's another way.
Mr. Grant, how'd the staff meeting go? Uh-huh.
They wouldn't let me have my helicopter.
Your helicopter?
Yeah. They turned down my request for a helicopter with a live TV camera in it. One of those stations out in California has one, and it's terrific. They scoop everybody during all those big disasters they have out there, even the networks.
Well, sounds great, but, you know, how many big disasters do we have here in Minneapolis?
Hi, guys.
Oh, nice timing, Ted.
Mary, I want you to read this.
To all personnel subject to vacations. It has become necessary to inaugurate a new vacation scheduling policy because last year, 90% of all employees took their vacations during the same 2 weeks in July.
What's this all about?
Henceforth, an employee's vacation time will be determined by the date of his original employment.
Now, wait a minute. What about the women?
Oh, the same thing applies, Ted.
Oh.
The employee must take his or her vacation within 4 weeks of the above-mentioned date or forfeit it.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
The worst. It's absolutely ridiculous. I won't do it.
This ruling, of course, does not apply to department heads, performers, and those employees covered by union contracts.
Well, it's not so bad.
Yeah, who cares? What are we all getting so excited about?
Mr. Grant, who does this cover?
In this department?
Yeah.
You.
Swell. Do you have any idea of when I started working here?
Oh, I guess about a year ago.
It was a year ago last week.
Happy anniversary.
I have to take my vacation within the next 3 weeks or lose it.
Well, have a nice time.
Oh, boy. Where am I supposed to go during a record cold spell?
How about Hawaii? I went there one winter, had a wonderful time.
Huh? Where did you stay, Ted?
Well, it was a pretty exclusive place. I don't think they'd let her in.
Oh, well, what was the name of it, Ted?
The Honolulu Vi.
Oh. Is that Vi as in Waikiki or Vi as in YMCA?
So who stays in their rooms? You're always out on the beach anyway.
Well, I couldn't afford Hawaii anyway. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I just thought of something, Mary. Wait.
You know, Mary, actually, winter vacations aren't too bad. I've been taking them myself the last couple of years.
Yeah? Where'd he go?
St. Louis.
St. Louis?
Yeah, well, when you go in the winter, you can take advantage of the off-season rates.
Yeah, but why would anyone want to go to St. Louis in the winter?
It's better than going in the summer.
How'd you like to have a tan like that?
Big deal.
Jackie, where have you been?
Puerto Lorenzo in Mexico.
Oh, wow, that's the most gorgeous tan I've ever seen.
It's real, too.
Well, the only trouble is I'm afraid I'm going to lose it in a hurry.
Why? Working in the darkroom the way you do, you won't get as faded as you would if you worked in the light all the time.
I need a vacation. He almost made sense to me that time.
I guess this Puerto Lorenzo place is pretty expensive, huh?
No, my girlfriend and I had a double room for only $12 a day, so that's all it cost us.
Well, that sounds perfect.
It certainly does. I think I'll go there on my vacation. Plus, I'll be able to brush up on my Spanish.
Ted, it's hard for me to believe that you can speak Spanish when you're barely fluent in English.
Oh, really? Listen to this. Senorita, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
That's not speaking Spanish.
Oh, she understood me, didn't she?
Hi, kid.
Hi.
Oh, I got you your cocoa.
Ah, thank you.
Here.
Hey, Rhoda, how'd you like to get out of the cold for a while?
Mary, I am out of the cold. And I want to thank you for letting me stand right here in the warm.
I mean, out of this Minneapolis weather.
Leave when it's 1 below zero? Never.
What?
Mary, I came to Minneapolis because of the cold. I figured if I was frozen, I'd keep better. I mean, any state where the state flower is an icicle.
Listen, Rhoda, I just found out that I got to take my vacation in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah? I always take my vacations in the winter. Less competition at the beaches.
Yeah. Well, there's this girl at the station who just got back from a place where even in the middle of winter, the beaches are warm and sunny and there are palm trees and the people there speak hardly any English at all.
It's called Miami Beach.
Does this look like Miami Beach?
Yeah, I remember her. She's the lady that played cards with my mother by the pool.
Rhoda, that happens to be an Aztec sun god.
You put stretch pants and wedgies on her, and you got the lady. Where is this place?
It's in a place, it's Puerto Lorenzo, Mexico. And the girl at the station just got back from that place with the most gorgeous tan.
Oh, Mexico, huh? Yeah. Listen, I'll see if I can get off work. Is the week after next okay?
Terrific. I'll call a travel agent tomorrow and get him working on all the arrangements. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah. Hey, Mia, do you speak any Spanish?
No, just a little French. How about you?
2 years of Hebrew. French and Hebrew in Mexico. It's going to be a weird vacation.
Mary, I want you to call Los Angeles and see if you can get...
That's right. The Playa Hotel in Puerto Lorenzo, Mexico. And we want a double room. And I understand that the rate is $12 a day? Good. Yes, I'll hold. Yes, Mr. Graham.
That station with a helicopter in Los Angeles. I want you to call them and...
Puerto-Lorenzo. The Playa Hotel. Playa. Thank you. He's looking it up.
Wonderful. WONDERFUL.
But I'll get Los Angeles for you. No, not for you. For my birth certificate from my visitor's visa. Gee, I don't know where mine is. Well, look, while I try and locate it, why don't you go ahead and work on getting the reservations? Okay, bye.
You calling Los Angeles for me?
My mother.
I don't want to talk to her.
Well, I'll just be Hello, Mom. Hi, Mary. Fine, thank you. My mother.
Of course.
And you? Good. Listen, Mom, do you know where my birth certificate is? I need it in sort of a hurry so I can go to Mexico. No, Mom, I'm not getting married. No, Rhoda and I, we're going to go there on our vacation. You think you can find it? Murray, could you get that on my long distance with my mother? Yeah, Mom, I'd like you to look for it while I wait.
Yeah, Rhoda on too.
Hi. Yeah, I got the travel agent working on it right now. Lunch? Yeah, I guess so if we hurry. Hey, how about that new little Mexican restaurant that just opened? You know, where the new little Hungarian one just closed. Good. Okay, I'll see you there in 15 minutes. Bye-bye. Hello, Mom? Are you there? Guess she hasn't found it yet.
Newsroom. Travel agency for you.
Hi, did you get the reservations? Booked up? Oh, no. Well, what's the earliest you could get us in? Late May. No, I guess not. No, thank you. Anyway, goodbye.
Gee, that's too bad. Sounded terrific. Don't forget your mother.
Oh. Hello, Mother? You couldn't find it. The little bracelet with Baby Richards on it? No, don't bother to send it, Mom. I don't think I'm going to Mexico after all. Hang on a minute, Mom, will you? Newsroom.
Hello, Mary?
Buenos dias.
Oh, buenos dias.
Hernando.
No, I'm not Hernando. I'm Gustavo. Hernando quit and went back to Mexico. Minneapolis is too cold for him.
Is this authentic Mexican food? I want to try the real thing.
Oh, everything we serve is authentic Mexican.
Good. Do you own this place?
Yeah, I just opened a week ago. Right now I do everything, the cooking, wait tables. You see, the Mexican population in Minneapolis is very small. As a matter of fact, now that Hernando is gone, I'm it.
Well, my girlfriend and I are taking a vacation to Mexico just next week, and we wanted to try some of your genuine Mexican cuisine. El Zapato Rojo. Zapato, a word I know. I saw the movie. With Marlon Brando. Viva Zapato, right?
Oh, that's Zapata. Zapato means shoe. El Zapato Rojo, the red shoe.
Oh, that's an unusual name for a restaurant. There must be an interesting story behind that, huh?
No, I don't think so.
Hi. Oh, hi, Mayor.
Buenos dias.
Hi. Oh, Mary, I can hardly wait to try some of these things. Hey, what do you recommend? The enchiladas rancheras or the chili verde?
We're not going to Mexico, Rhoda. I couldn't get the reservations.
I'll have a cheeseburger. What do you mean we're not going? I switched my vacation from June to December and you say we're not going.
I'm sorry, but that Puerto Lorenzo place was all booked up. There's only one hotel. Oh, Rhoda.
Oh, it's okay, Mayor. I always wanted to spend my vacation in my room.
Come on, don't make it worse. Look, we'll think of something.
Pardon me, since I was eavesdropping, I couldn't help overhearing. You want to go to Puerto Lorenzo?
Can you get us in there?
No. But I know of a better place, down the coast, not ruined yet by you turistas. San Leon. I can get you in the hotel there if you want.
Oh, well, thank you very much, but I don't think so.
What?
We are actually thinking of another place.
What other place? What are you
Well, I come back when you decide.
He says he can get us in that place and you're going to turn him down?
Rhoda, we've never even seen him.
Mary, you have got to learn to trust people.
But we don't know him.
How well did you know that travel agent?
I got his name out of the phone book.
Hey, Gustavo, are you listed in the phone book?
Yeah, well, I'll be next week.
Good. It's good enough for me. Go ahead and try and get us in that place, huh?
Okay, I'll give you a call when I make the arrangements. What's your phone number?
555-2312.
Okay, I'll call you when I find out.
Thank you very much.
Rhoda, if you're so trusting, how come you gave him my phone number?
You can't be too careful, man. Hey, Mayor, listen to this one. White coral sands kissed by the warm, tangy surf. Balmy breezes gently waft blue and velvet nights. All this can be yours for only...
Gee, you'd think we would have heard from Gustavo by now, wouldn't you? Caribbean cruises for swinging singles. Cruises leaving Nassau, 20 Caribbean islands, all meals included, $100.
Perfect.
A day.
Well, just keep looking. You're the one who turned me out to this vacation in the sun. You and your friend, Gustavo. Oh, he was just trying to impress you, Mary. Don't you know that? When he finally gets around to calling, he'll probably say, I'm sorry I couldn't get the reservations, but how would you like to go out sometime?
Hello? Oh, hello. Buenas noches to you too, Gustavo. You got the reservations? Well, no, it's just that, we hadn't heard from you in a couple of days, so, we just figured... Well, no, we haven't made any plans. But that sounds perfect. Oh, Gustavo, this was so nice of you to do. I don't know what to say thank you. If there's ever anything that I can do, listen, Gustavo, thanks. And when we get back, we'll stop in and see you and thank you in person. Adios to you, too.
See? What I tell you, Mayor. You've got to learn to trust people.
Say, Mayor, would you tell the caterer to get here about 12:45?
The caterer? Oh, you mean the...
That's right, the caterer.
At 12:45. Yes, I'll call him.
What's this caterer business?
I'm being interviewed by the TV editor of the Times Herald. I thought instead of some noisy restaurant, it would add a touch of class if I had lunch catered in my dressing room.
Say, Mary, when you speak to Ted's caterer, would you ask him to stop by the drug counter on his way out and see if my prescription is ready yet?
Oh, say, Lou, the TV editor of the Times Herald is coming over for brunch.
Yeah?
I was wondering if you might get one of the stagehands to set up a table and some chairs in my dressing room.
Sure, Ted. Maybe I could put on a white coat and pretend I'm your houseboy.
You're kidding, aren't you?
What do you think?
I don't know. With you, it's so hard to tell.
Oh, Mr. Grant, since I'm going to be gone all next week, I've organized everything that I'd ordinarily be doing. I've got the program logs for the week here, and you can see over in this column are the commercial billings.
Mary,
the timings.
I don't have to be told how to read a program log. Do you remember who taught you to read a program log when you first started on this job?
Yes, Murray.
That's because I told him to. Who do you think taught Murray to read a program log correctly?
Actually, Mary did. The way you showed me was wrong, Lou.
I'll just go check on Ted's table.
Thanks, Mayor.
Excuse me. Is Miss Richards here?
Yes, she'll be right back.
I'll take that, fella. Let's...
No. This is for Miss Richards.
No, it isn't. It's for me.
That's not for you.
Give me that. Just blew your tip, fella.
Yeah, a whole dime right down the drain.
Say, Ted, I don't think that's for you.
What do you mean?
But when is the last time you saw a boxed lunch gift wrap?
You should have said something.
Pero, señor, si yo le dije y usted empezó que me dé el paquete, que no
Ah,
quiere el paquete.
Gustavo.
Oh, hi, Miss Richards. How are you?
Oh, fine. Today's my last day before the vacation. Oh, Gustavo, here's the nice man who arranged for Rhoda and me to go to San Leon. He owns that new Mexican restaurant down the street.
No kidding. Last time I had New Mexican food was when I worked in Albuquerque. I must come there and have dinner sometime. Ciao.
Miss Richards?
Oh, Mary.
Mary, I was wondering, since I did a small favor for you, if you could do a small favor for me.
What favor?
Well, could you take this and deliver it for me when you get to San Leon?
Well,
It will only take a few moments of your time, no more.
Yes, I guess I could.
Gracias, Mary. When you get to San Leon, go to number 26, Calle Juarez.
26 Calle Juarez.
Ask for a man named Lopez.
Lopez.
Tell him you would like to know where Pilar is living.
Pilar.
When you get to that address, ask for Pilar, and only Pilar.
Only Pilar.
Hand her this package and say, Gustavo says to think of him when you light what's inside.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
She'll know. Gracias, Mary. Have a pleasant week. Goodbye.
Well, I certainly don't think that,
Okay, where is it?
There.
So let's open it.
Rhoda, we can't open it. Why not? Because it's somebody's private package. It's
Mary,
private.
if they open this at customs and find you know what in there, what then?
Rhoda, they don't take that kind of stuff into Mexico.
Maybe they're running out. I'm gonna open it.
But Rhoda, Gustavo just wouldn't ask us to do anything illegal.
Mary, you have got to stop trusting people.
They're gonna know we opened it.
I'm very good at this. All my life. At opening my presents early and then wrapping them again. Just as I thought.
What? Rhoda, that's just the stuff they pack things in.
How? That's what I said. Just as I thought. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You feel a little silly now?
Uh-huh. Souvenir of Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Skyline of Minneapolis on one and the
Skyline
skyline
of
of St.
St.
Paul
Paul
on the other. Rhoda, don't read the note.
I wouldn't do that.
Good.
It's in Spanish. Wish I knew what it said.
It says, are you satisfied? Now will you please rewrap that?
Mary, don't get excited. There's nothing to worry about. Before I was a window dresser down at the store, I was a package wrapper at Christmas time. I was the fastest one they had.
Who is it?
Gustavo.
How fast are you?
Not that fast.
Oh, yeah, just a moment, Tito. Clyde.
In the kitchen.
No.
Maybe I should go there.
No, rap. Well, Gustavo.
I'm sorry to bother you, but I wanted to catch you before you left for San Leon.
Uh-huh.
I need the package.
Oh. Well, I've already packed it away in my luggage. Oh, and I have to unpack it. Won't you come in?
Oh.
So, how are things at the restaurant?
Oh, still slow, but picking up.
Uh-huh. It certainly is a lovely place you have there. Just lovely.
The package?
Yes, it's in there. I'll get it. You know, Gustavo, Rhoda and I are so looking forward to this trip. I cannot tell you how much we appreciate all the trouble you went to for us. Yes. I'll just see if your package is ready. In my luggage, I mean, of course. You'll just excuse me. Luckily, it was right on top. Oh, Gustavo, I'm so embarrassed. I opened it.
No, I opened it. Hi, Gustavo.
It's just that I thought that there might be something...
Illegal.
Oh, no, not illegal.
I'm illegal, nothing.
No.
It doesn't make any difference. Now, you don't have to deliver it.
This isn't going to affect our reservations, is it?
Oh, no.
Listen, Gustavo, we really don't mind taking it.
This was going to be a gift for, como se dice, fiancé.
That's right, fiancé.
She's getting married.
To you.
No.
Not you.
I came to Minneapolis to start my business and then send for Pilar, but today I got a letter from my brother saying that Pilar cannot wait.
Oh, Gustavo.
Oh, it's all right. At least she's marrying a nice guy.
Boy, you sure don't hold a grudge.
How can I? He's my brother. Hey, wait a minute. I think I'm gonna send the package anyway, if you don't mind.
No, not at all.
I'm just gonna change the card. Dear Pilar, the two American girls who are delivering this wedding gift are my new American girlfriends. Eat out your heart.
Hi, Mayor.
Hi.
Well,
My parents gave this to me as a present.
so did mine. Tell me, what else are you taking that's nicer than what I got?
Shall we go?
I bet your bathing suits are cuter than mine, too.
Oh, Rhoda, they are not.
Bikinis, right?
Yes.
Mine look like sweatsuits with short pants.
And that's the local picture. And on to the international scene. An archaeological expedition in West Germany has discovered a secret cache of weapons, which seems to have been buried since World War. One many weapons still... Oh, wait a minute. That's World War I. Many weapons.
Oh, what a shame. Just a few more minutes, he would have gotten through the whole show without a mistake.
No, Drew. Oh, hi, Marie. What? Look, calm down, honey.
What's the matter?
I don't know. Marie, now just say it slowly.
What is it?
She thinks the hot water heater's busted. What? Oh, no, honey, I can't.
He can't what?
Well, she wants me to rush right home.
Well, Marie, why can't you? Look, there's only a few more minutes to go on the show. I'll cover for you.
I'm on my way, honey. Mary's gonna cover for me. Hey, thanks, Mary. I'll cover for you anytime you want. Now, you sure you know what to do?
Yes, I'm sure.
If a bulletin comes in over the teletype, just type it up and get it into the studio.
No, Murray, don't worry. If anything comes over the wire, I can handle it. Will you go on? All I have to do is take it off the machine, type it up, and get it into Ted. So?
What happened?
Well, Murray's hot water heater broke, so I'm covering for him.
So, what's the story?
Well, there's a fire that's threatening a munitions plant on the outskirts of town. Wow, I didn't know that there was a munitions plant on the outskirts of town, did you?
Mary!
Yes, I know. I've got to type this up really fast and whip it into Ted before he goes off the air. Don't worry, Mr. Grant, I'll have it in just a second. Now, let's see. You know, Mr. Grant, I'm getting really nervous with you standing there.
Yeah, so am I. Look, I'll do it. Can't let you do everything around here.
Harlow? I think we had a winner tonight, don't you, Mayor?
Mr. Grant, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault.
What's wrong? I wanted you to read this.
All righty. A fiercely burning fire is now racing across an open field.
No, Ted, that's not quite what I had in mind.
Don't I get to find out how it ends?
Sure. Tune in the competition's 7 o'clock news. They ought to have it by then.
Boy, I am just terrific. I've been here for over a year, and I can't even write up a simple news bulletin.
That's not your job.
Well, what is, Mr. Grant? I mean, I am the associate producer. I feel like I'm taking the money under false pretenses.
Why, those newscasters on the West Coast get all the breaks.
How's that, Ted?
Well, it's 2 hours earlier out there, and they get to do this story. I mean, out there, this fire hasn't even started yet.
And you're worried about taking money under false pretenses?
Well, you should have seen the look on Mr. Grant's face. If it had been anybody else but me, they would have been fired right then and there.
Don't be silly. You do a great job. And besides, they love you there.
Oh, sure, but why? Because I'm fun or something. Sometimes I get the feeling that I'm making it on my personality instead of my ability.
That's a problem I've never had. Beat you to it, didn't I?
I don't think Mary's making it on her personality. I mean, Mary. You have certain abilities. The trick is to work on improving them. You know, believe it or not, I too once had a feeling of inadequacy.
We're not going to hear about your honeymoon again.
I was about to suggest that you take a course, a journalism course. Wait, I'll get you my college catalogs.
Oh, well, no, don't go all the way downstairs, Phil. Some other time. You carry college catalogs in your purse?
Well, you never know when you might need to take a course.
No, education extension courses. You know, this might not be such a bad idea.
It is a wonderful idea. Do you see anything that appeals to you?
Well, yeah, television journalism. Emphasis on writing for the medium, introductory and advanced.
Let's take introductory.
Let's take... Yeah, I'm going to take the course, too. What for?
Because, Mary, you are a golden person.
Oh, what?
Next time your fairy godmother comes to visit, when she swoops down on you, I want to be sure I'm right there at your side. That way, when she waves her magic wand, some of the old gold dust will sprinkle down on me.
Oh. Well, listen, I don't feel I have been that sprinkled on lately, but if you want to come and take the course, fine.
It's coincidental that you should make that analogy, Rhoda. I often think of my life with Lars as a kind of fairy tale.
Really, Phil? Which one of the 7 dwarfs do you see him as?
So I thought I'd take a course in television journalism. I mean, to learn what goes on behind the cameras. I mean, after all, I am in the business.
What do you do in the business, Mr. DeForest?
I'm a TV repairman.
Oh, well, good. I hope you can learn something here. Yes, next, please.
My name is Mrs. Marshall, Mr. Whitfield, and I'm just a housewife. I'm here because I want to fulfill myself, enlarge my horizons, and participate in an enriching life experience. And the ceramics class was filled.
Well, I'm sorry about ceramics, Mrs. Marshall, but welcome to television journalism.
Thank you. Oh, my name is Mary Richards, and I, too, am in the business. I guess I'm here to get some formal background to go with the practical on-the-job experience that I do have.
What do you do in the business?
Well, I am the associate producer of a television news show, the 6 o'clock news over at WJM TV.
Oh!
Well, I'm complimented you chose our little class. You feel free to straighten me out if I make any mistakes.
Oh, sure, I'd be glad to. I'm sure that won't be necessary. You know, you're doing just fine.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Yes, please.
Yes. My name is Miss Rhoda Morgan. And I'm here because she's here. I mean, I'm not in showbiz or anything, but I guess I'm what you news people would call an interested bystander.
Well, I hope I can keep you interested, Miss Morgenstern.
You're doing fine so far. Cutie.
Now, this is the required text for the course. The author's name is Dan Whitfield, which is the same as mine, which is why it's the required text for the course. It's not on the bestseller list yet, But at last count, it had sold 12 copies. Now, during this semester, we'll be talking about objective journalism versus what is now called personal journalism. You know, the sort of fun and games approach now being adopted by many newscasters. They seem to think that... Yes, Miss Richards?
Well, it's just that just yesterday over at WJM, we were discussing whether we should change the news format to make it a more personal, feature-heavy type of program.
Yes?
And, well, Mr. Grant hasn't made that decision yet.
Well, you keep us posted. Another topic we'll be covering will be the influence on the culture by the media. Should they lead or simply reflect the culture? That's a question a lot of people are... Yes, Miss Richards?
Well, it's just that it is so very pertinent to the everyday decisions that we make at the station.
But don't you think there's really too much bad news on TV?
No, not really. I mean, we have to report the news as it is, not as we would like it to be. I mean, we can't just select what is good and then leave out the rest. We wouldn't be doing our jobs. Well, she asked me.
I asked him.
And those are the fundamentals of any news story. Oh, I see our time is over for tonight. So, unless Miss Richards has something to add.
No.
I'll see you all next week. Miss Richards, I'd like to see you after class, please.
You don't mind if I wait out in the hall, do you? I'd hate to let friendship stand in the way of my grade.
I'll be with you in a minute.
No, I didn't say anything. No, I had something in my throat.
Miss Richards, while I was listening to you tonight, a thought occurred to me. May I ask you a perfectly blunt question? Would you like to go out for a cup of coffee with me?
Sure. You mean now?
Yeah. I have to turn this at the office. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So, why aren't you clapping the races together?
Rhoda? You will not believe it.
You're out of the class, huh?
He wants me to go have coffee with him.
I knew it! The fairy godmother zooms in, sprinkles you all off. Where am I out in the hall?
So, when he graduated, I told him how tough it was going to be. And at the age of 26, he winds up the head of UPI in Chicago.
Oh. You really like teaching, don't you?
Oh, I love it. I mean, it's hard work, long hours, and absolutely no money. No, I do love it. I mean, how else would I have met you?
Well, in a newsroom, for one place. Had you ever thought of working in one?
Yeah, I thought about it so much, I even did it for a while. I really hated it. I guess I'm just the academic type.
Well, I like the academic type. I like your patches.
I'll let you in on a little secret. They're not for style. They cover holes.
Oh.
Hey, you know it's after 1?
Is it really?
Yeah, I may teach night school, but you've got a day job.
Yeah, at WJM.
I heard, yeah.
Oh. Listen, Dan, I promise I won't talk so much in class anymore.
Now,
okay?
please, don't not talk. Your enthusiasm was great. It's good for the class, really.
Hey, does it bother you that I'm in your class and we're going out?
No.
And that was the president making that statement this morning. I've just been handed a bulletin. You have something on your front tooth. Now for the lighter side of the news.
He is the lighter side of the news.
Finished.
Well, what have you been working on there for so long?
An assignment for my class. It's a news story on D-Day.
Oh, how is it?
Good, I hope.
Repeating this bulletin, American forces in the most tightly kept secret in military history just launched a pre-dawn invasion.
Hello?
Matt, we're staying on the air. I don't know how long, but we've got the greatest news story here since D-Day. Matt? I was, kidding. You know how I kid. Well, take my word for it. Once in a while, I kid.
Mr. Grant, I wanted to ask you a favor.
Why did you leave this lying around where I could read it?
Oh, Mr. Grant, you didn't think that would... But then, of course, almost anybody would.
And now you want a favor.
Well, Mr. Grant, I sort of volunteered you to speak at my class next week. Sort of.
Mary, I don't give speeches.
Well, I know, but I thought just this once.
There's a reason I don't give speeches.
But no, it isn't a speech. It's just a 15-minute little talk.
Mm-hmm. The reason is I don't have what you call the gift of gab. Besides, I don't think I could talk about a subject for 15 minutes.
Now, how about 3 subjects for 5 minutes each? I guess I don't have the old gift of gab either.
Mr. Grant, it's just that I sort of promised, and well, as I said, you don't have to speak for the whole 15 minutes if you didn't. I think you'll do it.
Anybody got any dental floss?
You want me to look over your story and tell you what I think?
No, that's okay.
Why don't you want me to read it?
Because you'll say it's terrific.
That's a reason.
Murray, you think everything I do is terrific. You're always saying nice things to me and complimenting me.
Well, why shouldn't I? You're terrific.
You see? You're just not objective. Listen, I love it that you think I'm terrific, but on this paper what I need is good, tough criticism.
And you don't think I can be critical? May I have that, please? Please. Thank you.
It's terrific.
Which leads us to the subject of news documentaries and the government. Oh, this must be Mr. Grant. Please, come in. As I told you, thanks to Mary Richards, we're very fortunate tonight in having with us Mr. Lou Grant, the news director of WJM-TV, who will speak on news and news writing. And after the talk, we'll have a question and answer period, if there's time. Mr. Grant, right here, please.
Good news writing is getting the facts, getting them fast, and presenting them well.
I think we have a little time for the question and answer.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I didn't have time to write a speech. I just jotted down a few notes. You want me to read them again?
No, that's okay. I think we got the facts. We got them fast, and you presented them well. Questions? Mr. DeForest.
How good are job opportunities in news writing today?
Lousy. There aren't enough jobs to go around. Uh-huh.
I'd like to know if you'd be interested in buying any freelance writing.
Freelance news writing?
Yes. I thought I could do it at home. I've got the typewriter and the paper.
At home? Where are you going to find this news?
The radio, newspapers, what you hear at the market.
Uh-huh. Next question, please. Yeah.
What you said about getting the facts, Lou, we read in our books.
Books?
Sometimes...
Forget books. You don't learn from books. You learn from... What? If you're going to read a book, this would be the book to read. There aren't any more questions, are there? Good. It's been a real pleasure. A lot of fun.
Well, thank you, Mr. Grant, and thank you, Miss Richards, for inviting him. And now, before we leave, I want to say that I was very pleased, for the most part, with the papers you turned in last week. And I've written some comments along with the letter grade. And if there are any questions, I'd be glad to talk to you individually. There you go. And I'll see you all next week. So I'll give you your papers over there. See you.
I got a B. I got a B.
I got a B, too.
Mr. Grant, I want to tell you how much I really enjoyed your talk. I mean, it's good to hear somebody who knows what he's talking about.
Oh, thanks.
So, Mayor, what'd you get?
Oh, I got a C.
What?
A C.
A C?
Oh, you're kidding. Let me see your paper. What do you mean you got a C? You got a C plus.
It's the same thing.
How can he give you a C?
C plus.
You're a pro. What does that amateur know? I'm going to talk to him.
Mr. Grant, please don't. It's embarrassing enough without, Listen, I appreciate how you feel.
Well, okay. See you tomorrow.
Right. Gee, Mayor, I'm really sorry, kid. Hey, do you think there's some mistake? Did you read the comments there by the grade? Maybe that would explain it.
This subject is well-trod ground, so needs a fresh approach. Check sources more carefully, flowery writing. Where are we going tonight?
I'll trade you my B for your where are we going tonight. Listen, Mayor, you gotta say something to him.
Oh, Rhoda, I can't. I mean, what can I say?
So you're not gonna say anything?
No.
Nothing?
No, only if he brings it up.
How you doing?
About a C plus.
Oh, I suppose you're talking about your grade.
Well, as long as you brought it up,
Let's talk about it over dinner.
I get a C and you want to have dinner?
That's all right. I've gone out with C students before.
C plus.
You're really upset, aren't you?
Well, would you tell me why you gave me a C? I mean, just give me one good reason.
Okay, I gave you a C plus because I thought that's what your paper deserved.
But Mrs. Marshall...
Got a B, yes, I know.
Well, I think I know a little bit more about news than Mrs. Marshall.
You know a lot more about news than Mrs. Marshall. You're an associate producer. You're a professional. I mean, I have to grade you on a different scale than I grade Mrs. Marshall. She came because ceramics was filled. Why did you come?
To become better at my job. a C plus?
Well, a C is average, and that's what you are right now. An average professional.
What about the plus?
Well, I couldn't keep my personal feelings entirely out of it.
Oh, good morning, Mary. Hey, how did Lou do last night?
He was concise.
And your term paper, how'd you do, an A?
No.
A plus?
Murray,
Well, there isn't anything higher.
C plus.
B plus. You know, for a first paper, a C plus, that's terrific.